thing that they just came out with that shows you a bunch of interesting statistics based on the games you played on Steam. So, I thought it'd be fun to take a look through here. I know my uploading has been kind of erratic this year, but I still played a lot of games because that's just a fun hobby for me and something I enjoy and way to de-stress. So, yeah, let's go through it. Yeah, there's various reasons why I don't upload playthroughs of these. Some aren't conducive, or I don't have time, or because I have quite a backlog of footage I've started going through recently and picking out highlights from. Or I'm playing with friends. That's just a big one. They want to play something, and I just don't record it or don't go back and do a long voiceover. But anyway, here we go. So yeah, I played a lot of Warhammer 3. Kind of surprised this number, not based on what I actually played, but what I expected to play, isn't higher. I do need to go back and do some more campaigns. So apparently 47 sessions played, but still lands at the top for me, 20%. So I played 84 unique games, 59 new games. I think that means having come out this year. One demo, which was Earth from Another Sun, which I played the Steam demo, and it's kind of like a sci-fi Mountain Blade type game. I actually backed it a while ago and was playing like the pre-alpha E release stuff, and that seems pretty cool, so I'm looking forward to that coming out. Triangle Strategy came out recently, but I'm still playing it here and there, but I was playing it like non-stop for a while, like every day for an hour or two or several. But 12%, 64 sessions. That one's really good. It's kind of like, a Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem-y type, tactical game like that. But there's a lot of branching stories, a lot of optional people that you can recruit, and the combat's really good. So that one really surprised me this year. I had a ton of fun with that. 388 achievements unlocked from 47 games, 20 of them being rare achievements. I'm not sure what they consider rare, like what percentage of people have to get it. Warhammer Dark Tide, coming in at 7% playtime. Due to World of Warcraft Dragonflight coming out, it kind of is competing with this for my time a lot, I would say, because my friends really want to play Dragonflight, so I've been on that quite a bit. So 30 sessions played, and I would say like 90% of that is in like the 2 weeks they had the beta before Dragonflight came out. So I do need to return to this and play some more. 74% played with keyboard and mouse, 26 with controller. So I think it's lumping Steam Deck in here with controller as well. Alright, how do we compare? Or how do I compare? I like to lump you guys in with me when I'm doing this. I don't know why. So yeah, we saw those achievements. So the Steam average is 21 achievements for the entire year. That seems very low, but I'm killing it on that. 84 games played. The average is 5. That seems very low to me as well. But we got that bar maxed out. Your longest streak was 37 days in a row. Wow. That seems kind Striker there as well. So the Steam average is only 9. So not as crazy here, but we still got into the cool, sparkly side of things. Okay, new releases. I played 37% of my games I played were new releases. The average is 17%. The percentage of games I played that were released in the last 1 to 7 years, 55%, where I guess I throw a few retro games in there as well, more than the average who play is 64% being new games. But only 8% are classic. So where's that other, what's that mystery chunk? So I only play 8% classic games, and I feel like that is Medieval Total War. I go back and play that pretty frequently. I don't know what else it would be. I don't know. There has to be something else, because if it was all 8%, it would have beat out Dark Tide up above, I would imagine. Alright, so let's see what I spent most of my time with here. Medieval's winning out a lot of medieval games, I guess. You know, I just had Medieval Total War, but I guess a lot of RPG is. I don't know. Well, I think we see a full list later on, so we'll get a better picture. But I think Social Deduction is probably like Jackbox games. I don't know, a few indie games or something like that. I'm trying to think. Does it count as Social Deduction if it's like those games where, you know, there's 4 or 5 of you and like one of you is secretly an enemy? I've played a few like that. We'll see later. Metroidvania. I do play a lot of those, I guess. Yeah, we'll see again later. Souls-like. I played a lot of, not even a lot, but a decent chunk of Elden Ring with the co-op mod. So that's what that's coming from. Warhammer. I mean, that's probably Dark Tide doing some heavy lifting this year, but I usually play a decent amount of 40k games. I'm gonna play a lot of Space Marine 2 when that comes out. Turn-based tactics, yeah, that's triangle strategy there for sure. Subscribe to 82 mods from the workshop. Added 4 friends. 3 badges earned and 2 games gifted. I don't really use a lot of the like social community features of Steam very often. Alright, look, it even breaks it down by like month when you're playing things. So this is like the initial release of it. I did several co-op campaigns with some different groups of friends than me and one other guy that I do a lot of these Warhammer co-op campaigns with. Stuck it out and beat it, where I was playing Kislev, Katarina, and he was Western Provinces of Grand Cathay. And this when Immortal Empires came out, I expected this, you know, to go way up, but a lot of games competed with this for my time this year. So 32 achievements here. See, Triangle Strategy, that came out in October, and that, you know, I was loving it. I spent a lot of time. All of it on the Steam Deck too, it works really well. 25-day streak. Oh, do we see that up here? 9-day, yeah. We would just play it every, you know, a few times a week maybe. 40 achievements. Yeah, so I actually beat this. And then there's a very plus mode where you carry over like everything, and then play the campaign again at a higher difficulty, like with everything matching the level you already are, to unlock the different story paths and characters. So I'm still on a second playthrough now. Here's Dark Tide, that's that beta. And then, yeah, only a couple games in December. Gunfire Reborn, I did play a lot of that early in the year. That's a really fun first-person shooter, roguelike game. I would recommend that. It played pretty well on the Steam Deck too, actually, surprisingly. Or maybe not surprisingly, but it did work well. I think this is where I think a DLC came out here, and then that's me dabbling with trying it out on the Steam Deck. Bannerlord, yeah. I'm gonna put out, or try to put out a video soon of some clips I had back from, I think around this time, playing Bannerlord. I think this was a campaign where I was fighting kind of like, what was it? The Guzaid, or Kuwait, I don't know, not Kuwait, no, that's not right. But like the Mongolian themed units, and I'll try to get some clips of that in there. And this I was playing with some mods, so I'll try to get some footage of that. About 6% of my game time. Playtime by month. I don't remember what was going on in here, but that's some pretty low numbers. May through July, but November's been big. Yeah, I think I was sick here, so I was just like inside for a while, just playing a lot of triangles. Oh, it breaks it down too, that's very cool. Oh yeah, I played a lot of, yeah, I really like this chart. Let's go through this. Yeah, I played a lot through Rogue Legacy 2. I need to go back. They didn't have all, like, the final boss out when I played this. Expeditions Rome, yeah. That was a really fun one. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, we saw that. Oh yeah, here's the breakdown. Is that... oh, this is the other category. So we got Project Zomboid. I started playing that with some friends. That was pretty fun too. Just a pretty in-depth zombie survival, crafting, base building type thing. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff there. Ultimate Chicken Ore is just a fun little platformer game. I had Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. I remember playing that. I think I finished it up maybe earlier this year. Yeah, still playing some Total Warhammer 2. Oh yeah, about Ni no Kuni. That I started playing that because it's very similar to older, like, was it Suikoden or something? Yeah, Suikoden series. And an upcoming one, like, what is it? Eiluden 100 Heroes. Something like Eiluden, like Eiyuluden. I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I have it wishlisted. But just those old school RPG ones where you can recruit a ton of, like hundreds of extra characters to use. Stick Fight the game, just a fun little co-op one. Slappy Ball, just a crazy little multiplayer like volleyball game. Prop Night, that one wasn't really for me, but I guess that's, I don't know. And one mystery more. Okay, got some more Rogue Legacy continuing. More Expedition Rome. A lot of Warhammer 3 in here. And then what's in here? Hold Fast. I think I only played a couple games. They had like a World War I mod. That was pretty cool. Or not mod, but some runs and having some fun. Gunfire Reborn kicks in here, really love that. Warhammer 3's coming into the picture some more, but scaling down. Oh yeah, Medieval Total War, there we go. That's showing up. I played that pretty, I don't know, do a few campaigns a year. And Elden Ring as well. Bannerlord's taking over here. Gunfire Reborn still in the mix. Finishing up that campaign in Warhammer 3. And just, a bunch of random games. That's all I played that month. I must have been playing stuff on Game Pass, maybe during these times to fill in. I forget what I even played on that, but that must have been what I was doing over the summer. I'm surprised Phasmophobia is not a little bit higher here. I'm sure last year, looking at Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, that would have been much higher. I really played a ton of that when it came out, and it's such a great RPG. I'm really looking forward to Owlcat Games, the same company that made that and did a fantastic job, is making a Rogue Trader RPG set in Warhammer 40k universe. And I already have that on pre-order, so I'm really looking forward to that. Labyrinthine's a little horror co-op game. Let's see. I really need to come back and play more Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. I think the combat was fun. Graphically, it's fun. One thing I didn't really like, I guess, is it's one of those, I don't know, I guess I felt like too much of the missions really forced you to be aggressive and move quickly and have time-gated objectives. And I don't know, with tactical games I like to move a little bit slower and more defensive and take out enemies as they come to me, so didn't play to my style. So this is all games in the other category because it's so low, I guess. Who's Your Daddy is just a fun little multiplayer game I played a few times with friends, where someone's playing the role of a parent and some are babies, and you have to protect the babies that try to get into all kind of ways of all kind of mischief. Divinity Original Sin 2, played a little bit of that with some friends in co-op. We never really got off the ground with that. We started a couple games with different groups and only played a couple times. Gordian Quest is another kind of tactical RPG that I think I just tried out on the Steam Deck a couple times. Oh yeah, Starship Troopers Terran Command came out, played a little bit of that RTS, but not too much. Rome 2 somehow came into the mix here. That's weird. House Flipper didn't really play. Raft I played a couple times with some friends. The rest are pretty low percentages. Mountain Blade. Gettysburg just played a couple times. Warband I went back to for some reason. I think I was just looking for random things to play and just trying out things here and there. This just a random sampling of games that I have that I don't play. Isanzo picked up here. Is that here too? Yeah. I really love Isanzo. I think I might have some clips of that I'll have to go back and edit, but I love the Verdun, Dannenberg, Isanzo, all of them. I love the World War I setting, and I love that, it's usually with most weapons a one-shot kill, so if you get the drop on someone and you're careful, you can take them out. into someone and then they can still just turn around and get you somehow. Gunfire's coming back in the mix. Nuclear Throne, yeah, that's another fun roguelike game. A lot of roguelike ones here, I guess. And then a lot of weird one-off ones. Cave Simulator, Hearts of Iron. I tried to get into that. I don't know. I've tried multiple times and it just doesn't do it for me for some reason. Trying to learn it. Victoria 3. That's another one. Like, I know people are asking for that, and maybe I'll try, but I played it for a bit and had some fun, but I don't know. Another one that I knew going into it wasn't completely for me. Yeah, some Mordhau with friends. That was pretty fun. Played that for a bit. Surprised that's not higher on this list, but I guess Isanzo and Triangle Strategy really crushed all these other numbers. Yeah, and I'll probably come back to Victoria 3. I think when I first played upon coming out, some of the events were weird. The AI decisions were weird a little bit. The big thing is that I know war isn't the focus of the game, but the front system seemed really kind of wonky and broken. And that's on their schedule for things. I know there's a big rework, I think, for combat coming out. So I'll probably revisit it after it's cooked for a little bit. That Dark Tide block, yeah. Triangle Strategy still beating it out. Surprise. Yeah, still beating it out. A little bit of Warhammer 3. What do we got here? Well, You Were About to Die isn't N0. Seaford are both new ones that came out. Boomman, I think, also was a new horror game. Me and my friends are always looking for co-op horror games to play. And some Jackbox Party Pack 9 coming into the mix as well. Oh yeah, Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign. I might do a playthrough of that too. Just came out in December. I was a big fan of the first one, and I really like this one as well. It's pretty much the same, just with newer graphics, newer engine, a lot of the same features, some tweaks, but I like it a lot, so that beats out Victoria for me. Let's see what other insights we can get from here real quick. Most of my time, 87% on PC, 13% on Steam Deck. I think I've only had that a few months, so that's pretty good numbers. And 76 on Windows, 11 on Steam Deck. These pie charts are very similar. 88 sessions, 11 games, by far the most played on this. Yeah, I need to revisit God of War. I think I put a few hours into that, but put a lot of hours into this. 26% of my time is with a controller, and yeah, they count the Steam Deck as a controller. I like playing Rogue Legacy with a controller. Kuni 2 as well also worked pretty well. I guess I was playing Elden Ring. And Cult of the Lamb, yeah, roguelikes work pretty well with controller, I feel. Unless it's a shooter one, like, I just forgot the name of it. Enter the Gungeon and stuff like that, where you really gotta aim. I feel like work better with a mouse, for me at least. Here's my longest streak, October 7th to November 13th. Now let's see. A little bit of Binding of Isaac, a session or two of that. Actually played an RPG, not RPG. Oh yeah, I guess so, but a tabletop role-playing game, like, I forget, Pathfinder, I think, with friends. friends just one session of that snuck in there. Victoria 3 for a week or so of playing that. Another like week or so of my friend group being into Mordhau. A few games of Phasmophobia. It's really kind of dropped off our radar. I feel like when it first came out, we just played a ton of it, and just coming into that new and not knowing what to expect and stuff was amazing experience. And then we got to a point where we kind of had it all figured out and would go in and not die. And then revisiting it, it seems like they really ramped up the difficulty, and you really got to go in on the higher difficulties that we had traditionally been playing on, like professional and stuff, and just maximize those tools. And it seemed like they made some tweaks where a lot of us were just dying on like each hunt, just hiding a like new closet location. It would just find us and kill us. And then we got a little bit better based on their changes, but I don't know. I need to go back and play some more. I haven't played it in a bit, but it just kind of lost some of the appeal for our friend group, just because it was a little bit more difficult, a higher rate of dying, and you gotta really go in and take it seriously, where as earlier we would just go in and goof off and mess with the ghost, and then still ultimately win. I don't know. Mystery Box. Mini Motorways was good. Of course, we got these ones we've seen. Oh, West Hunt. That's the Social Deception, of course. It's cool. The concept is it's Old West. There's a couple people that are sheriffs, and then several that are outlaws. And there's a bunch of NPCs just walking around, interacting with stuff, doing stuff. And the outlaws gotta blend in and hide from the sheriffs by completing objectives, but looking like NPCs. That's another little co-op horror game. Fade Retro. Alright, we saw this. Let's see, is there any other insights? Yeah, played some Aliens. Fireteam Elite, pretty fun. Smithworks, also pretty fun. I played Ender Lilies after playing a ton of Hollow Knight, and it checked some of the boxes, but eventually, I don't know, just stopped liking it as much. Citizen Sleeper was cool. I played that for a bit. The Ascent I wanted to get into, but I can never get people to keep playing past like an hour or two into it for some reason. It's still kind of wonky. There's still some, I don't know, glitches and graphical stuff going on there. Some lag for people that I tried to play with. Oh yeah, Raiders Forsaken Earth. I came back and played that some. That's kind of like another Bannerlordy type gameplay loop. And I did a video when this came out, or a couple videos, and I just realized recently when I went back and responded to a lot of comments when I hadn't been active for a while on here, and I think like one of the people who made the music for the game had commented on one of the videos, which was pretty cool. Let's see, anything else on here? Oh yeah, Suzerain, I came back and did a little bit, but I'd already done a full playthrough, so I didn't get too far into it. But really cool, like choose your own adventure, running a government and kind of balancing stuff in your own country and outside pressures from neighbors. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And that's it. is cool. I just played a little bit of restarting, but it's not too long of a campaign, but I just really got into that and knocked it out in, I don't know, 8 or 9 hours or something. Like the weekend it came out and beat it. Oh yeah, I was thinking of playing this. And let me know if anyone's interested in that, but it's like a choose your own adventure RPG in a pretty cool seeming universe, and it's like a real old kind of command prompty style one, where you type in like where to look and what choices you want and things like that, but it has graphics to go along with it, maps, so it makes it more interesting. But you gotta be like, so it sets you up. It's one, those old school ones where it's like, all right, you're in this room and you see that there's been a fire here and there's a bed near the wall, and then you have to be like, okay, look at this, open that, check under this. So I thought it was cool. But yeah, I think that is a pretty good Cult of the Lamb. I think I mentioned it a little bit. That's really fun, and my wife has actually gotten into it recently, and she's enjoying it as well. Going medieval, I check in from time to time. That's cool base building. Kind of like, I think I've said before, RimWorld, but 3D, and digging up and down comes into it more. It's like building up and digging subterranean stuff. So that one's pretty cool. But yeah, that's a pretty solid. That picture for Smithworks is weird. Makes it look like, I don't know, not the type of game. It was just a co-op running a blacksmith forge, and you gotta throw materials to each other and craft stuff quickly as orders come in. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little journey through my Steam history for the year. Feel free if suggest any some playthroughs I should do in this coming year out of any of these, or let me know what you thought of these games. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like or a comment if you did, and I'll see you guys next time.